Hi there, my name's Scott McDonald, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a fake transfer on Trampwall. These are one of the many innovative tricks that were invented by Dan Tadich during the early days of Junk Tramp and Firestorm freerunning. Before trying them, you should be very comfortable with Fred Astaire's, full turns on the face, and any form of corner transfer. As usual, I recommend wearing wrestling shoes to protect your feet. Now, a fake transfer is a bit of an optical illusion. At first, it appears to be a regular corner transfer, but then it winds up looping back to where it started. Just like any other corner transfer, this trick requires two perpendicular walls. You'll be twisting towards the second wall, so if you twist left, the second wall should be to your left when you start the trick, and vice versa. The trick itself is comprised of just 3 literal steps. The foot that is furthest away from the corner will take the first step on the first wall, the inside foot goes to the second wall, and then the first foot will return to the first wall. If you twist left, that means stepping right, left, right. To do the trick, you'll start by running the first wall, and when you're ready to go, tap your outside foot pretty early, immediately plant your inside foot on the second wall, and as you reach the apex of your bounce, swing the first foot around to re-anchor on the first wall. Land on your back and continue wall running to complete the trick. It's worth noting that you can do this trick with any body angle. I personally prefer to stay horizontal or slightly inverted, but it can also be done more upright or fully inverted, which feels more backflippy. However you choose to do it, it's extremely important to stay close to the corner throughout the entire trick. If you push outward from either wall, it'll be very difficult to reconnect with the first wall at the end of the trick. In terms of visual reference points, as I run the wall, I spot the place where I'm going to tap with my first foot, then shift my gaze toward the top of the second wall as the second foot gets planted, keep moving, lose sight of everything momentarily as I pivot around, then spot the first wall again right before making contact. From here, I revert back to regular wall running visuals as I complete the trick. Now that you understand how fake transfers work, let's break them down into a few simple drills. We'll start with a simple transfer from the first to the second wall, making sure your foot configuration is correct, tapping early with the first foot, and avoiding pushing away from the corner. Next, you're going to add a twist to simulate the second half of a Fred Astaire, landing on your feet facing the first wall. This orientation is crucial for the fake transfer to work, so take the time to get used to it and make sure you're sinking your weight into your feet rather than stomping away from the face of the wall. For our next drill, start by bouncing on your feet facing towards the corner. From here, do a Fred Astaire with minimal leg extension, once again focusing on landing facing the first wall. When this is consistent, you're going to over-rotate slightly, reach for the first wall with your free leg, and take it to your back. This is exactly how the second half of the trick feels, so when all of this is comfortable, all you have to do is combine the drills and enjoy your shiny new fake transfer. Let's take a look at a few common fake transfer mistakes and how to either fix them or just avoid them outright. First and foremost, make sure you have the correct foot configuration. If it helps, you can always recite right, left, right, or vice versa as you do the trick. The next major issue people tend to have is not being able to reconnect with the first wall at the end of the trick. If you're aligned with the first wall but too far away to make contact, you're probably pushing yourself away from the corner with either leg. This might be due to an aggressive, stompy tap at the beginning of the trick, or simply extending your body too much. On the other hand, if you keep getting caught on the second wall, your feet might be getting tangled up with each other, but more likely, you're probably just hesitating. When most people first learn, they spend too much time stalling on the second foot, often staring at the trampoline as they assess where they need to go next. Instead, there should be zero pause, just a constant speed from start to finish, and instead of looking for the tramp, you should be trying to spot the first wall. If this happens to you, I recommend asking a friend to throw a mat so you can get used to changing your visual reference points and making sure you're swinging your leg around like a mini Fred Astaire. At first, you might just barely be able to see the first wall in your peripheral vision, but with practice, you can begin to land aligned with the corner and eventually get back to the first wall. On that note, I'm going to wrap things up, but I hope this video gave you everything you need to learn fake transfers. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in coaching or workshops, you can always message me on Instagram at Scott A. McDonald. And until next time, good luck and happy training.